the
Morning.
Random Sunday Show.
Yeah.
I'm the one and only Brick Mamba. Up top to the right, your left, if you're watching, that's Lego Longoria. Shout out to Lego Longoria. Down below, to my side, to my left, your right, maybe, Quarter Brick. And the one and only hostess with the mostest, the Brick Babe up top, Lene all day.
The day all
Welcome
day.
to today's show.
That's a new one. Good morning,
Yeah.
everybody.
Lene all
There we
day.
go.
We
All
have.
right, so how's everybody feeling this morning?
I'm
Good,
good.
good, man.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
How are you doing?
Yeah. Got some bills, got some stuff done this week. I was able to complete the rest of the Star Wars wall, and the brickheads have come out. So
Nice.
we
nice.
have
Nice.
12 out at least, just Star Wars. I wasn't able to take the rest of them out, but Star Wars brickheads came out, and in conjunction with the rest of the brickheads that's about to come out in 2 weeks, we agreed that those all can come out. So
Nice. Heck yeah.
there's about six or seven more coming out. We got some helmets coming out, so some new additions coming to the Star Wars wall. The
Okay.
Disney wall, new addition, the Beauty and the Beast castle was just added. Great build, a lot of detail. I'm
Really?
talking from the lions in the front of the castle to the birds, like the statues, I'm assuming the gargoyles type of thing, on top of the peaks. Excellent. The chandelier, super detailed. You get 9 figs, but if you include the buildable figures, we up to 11, 12 maybe, because you got the wardrobe, the duster, um, the dog, which is the carpet. You got a couple there.
I'm sorry.
We saw the same comment.
What?
Andrew, do you see the chat?
Mm-mm. I can't see it, no. Let me see.
Jay and I are over here laughing. We're not laughing at you, Mom, but my bricks and me said, is Lego Longoria's homeless this week?
Screaming out the car.
No, we're on the tail end of our spring break here. So the girls were bugging us all week that they wanted to come to Great Wolf Lodge, which is like, I don't know if anybody really knows what that is. There's some around other places, but there's one here in Georgia. It's an indoor water park, basically. And very expensive to stay here, like, by the way, for one night. Yeah. We're only here for one night. So we're checking out today. And so we check out at 11. So instead of me trying to rush out of my room at the end of the show and not get charged extra, I said, I'm just going to do it in my truck. The girls get to use the water park for the rest of the, couple of hours while we're checking out and stuff like that. So that's what they're in. They're in the water park over here to the right of my truck. No, I'm not homeless. We're on vacation and we're about to head back home here in a little bit. So it was just easier to do it in my truck than to do it in a real noisy water park.
You look cool. Hey, everybody. Hey.
Yeah, so, and you can see you probably see all the blankets and stuff right there. So it does look like I'm homeless, like I've been sleeping in my truck.
Lego gets expensive, Andrew.
So it does look like I'm homeless, like I've been sleeping in my truck.
Sorry.
Lego gets expensive.
Right, yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Right. So I'm sorry, were you finished, Mom? But we just had to stop with that one. That was I was going to ask you. So those who just
listen, we here. We making it happen in the car on the West Coast early in the morning, 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock or something like that.
7, yep.
So I was going to ask you. You built the other castle, right? The other castle.
Which castle?
The Cinderella one.
No, I have the mini castles. Now that this one's built, I'm gonna build the little ones around it. I have the Cinderella, the Disney, Aladdin. Well, that's the only 3 that came out.
No, there's another one.
Well, the main one, the redo of the first main castle, I don't have space for that, but I would like to build that if I get the opportunity.
I think there are 4 or 5 mini castles.
They have the original castle, right? And then they redid that one a little bit bigger, slightly different color.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm being really urban. I think there are more. So I was just going to ask you, how does the build compare? But we can't compare it right now. So
Yeah.
maybe next week. Mom was like, I'm not getting that build next week.
That's on the list to get, but it's tough because the first one is retired and the second one is expensive. And
the second
way
one's
the
about to
budget is
retire
looking,
this year, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
the second one's retiring this year.
Yeah. And you know, we got a major thing coming up in May. Mother's Day is happening in May. So, you know, it's a great time to buy Lego. So, everybody out there, Mother's Day is coming up. So, let's all get together and buy Lego. It's a great gift. All mothers would accept it. You know?
Y'all, so we weren't here last week, so we had to postpone that show. That show is still coming, but we just had to postpone it. So we're renumbering it and rescheduling it. But week before last, Mamba talked about how excited, how big May was, and I'm all giving him his props. I'm like, oh, look at him, you know, look at him. Hey, good morning. So, and then he was like, yeah, you know, May the 4th. I'm thinking it's Mother's Day. And then Andrew, female on the panel, is going to, like, you know, he's co-signing, like, yeah, May the 4th, Mother's Day. We don't care about May the 4th in May. We only care about Mother's Day. But that brings me to a point. We had family emergencies. So I don't know if you all know, Mo and I were trying to be good Samaritans, and we were at the McDonald's and we saw this kitten. Like, the panel knows what's been going on. I've been crying to them. We saw this kitten, and we went back the next night. He was there. He was, you know, a little tuxedo. Mo's like, we got to bring him home. So we get him, we bring him home. It never dawned on me that I'm bringing a wild animal into the house. He jumps in the utility room. He's up, and they have seen pictures. You see him peeping through. He's up by the vents. He's in the utility room. The cat is just like Spider-Man. So I'm like, this cannot be good, Mo. I'm like, we got the water heater. I don't know how everything works, but there's a lot of heat. And I was like, here's the sump pump. So my utility closet has a sump pump, the HVAC, and the water heater. All of these things, let me adult for a minute. All of these things I have replaced within the last 3 or 4 years. So pray for my pockets. But so I'm like, oh, this can't be good. Mo, I love my child to death. So the bathroom right next to the utility room, I just renovated maybe like 4 years ago, right? You know, COVID was going on. Everybody was doing everything. So renovated the bathroom. Mo said, I think I hear him in the walls. I said, say no more. I got the hammer. I didn't know how hard it was to break through drywall. I'm just hitting it. I'm like, this is concrete. This isn't drywall. Finally broke it, tearing up the walls. Mo said, oh, he's not in there. Then she tells me to go around over here to my office and bust the walls out here because she says she thinks she hears it in here. That didn't happen. One and done. She was wrong. But anyway, that was the emergency for me. The cat is just, he's very busy. We can't get him. So if anybody knows what to do with the cat, let me know.
Is he still up there?
Oh, he comes and goes. We thought we had like cut off this access. He comes and goes. So if you remember the great flood in December, when we had all that craziness going on, I was going to switch them out and put like the tiles. So I never put the drop tiles back down. So that was one of the reasons. So needless to say, that night I went to Lowe's. And great thing is, I've worked in retail almost all my life. One of my old associates was there. And those things are expensive. Those little like cheesy things, you can only buy them in a pack. You can't buy them individually. And we needed 8. So we had to buy 80 square feet. And it was like 60 some bucks. And he was like, I got you. So we paid 30.
Nice.
There we go. There we go.
But yeah, that's what's going on. That's been my week. So that was my emergency. We have a kitten running wild.
Mr. HVC.
Oh my God. Y'all, he's been
The HVAC.
So I don't know what he's done in the H. I'm so worried. So now I'm getting the HVAC system cleaned out, which isn't a bad thing. You should get it done anyway. But y'all, he's been in the HVAC. Like for real in the HVAC, like living in there. Like Andrew's living in his car right now. He's been living.
He's building in his car. Shout out to building in your car. That's a new segment coming on the show next week.
Yeah. Living and building in my car.
Yeah.
We'll have a car
Got
build
the
off.
coffee there. Everything.
We
Feel
had
me?
we had a great show planned. We had Mayo was going to be on, and we were talking about hot takes, just hot topics and Lego. So we got to push that on. We got to push that forward, and yeah. So that's going to be in the future. It's not now, but sometime in the future, guys, it'll be there. But today we're going to ask each other questions. I've only seen 2 of the questions. We haven't seen the questions. We don't know them. So we're putting each other on the spot, hot seat, just having some fun. But said all that to say, oh, Jay, how's your week?
Oh, good. Oh, real quick. I looked up the mini castles. Oh, where'd it go? There's 5 of them.
Nice.
Told you.
Which ones? Because now I have to get the rest of them. See, now you just took away from the Mother's Day money to go buy more castles.
It's the main Disney castle. There's Ariel's castle.
Oh, I have Ariel's castle, but isn't that a friend's castle?
No, it's Ariel's castle.
Let me
Ariel's
look
castle.
Andrew, school him. If it's Ariel's castle, it's not a friend's castle.
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think it's a friend's castle.
Guys, pardon me. I was starving today, so I did run out. I got gas and Dunkin' before the show, so
At least you committed to getting gas. And
Yeah, so Ariel's castle is a castle, but it's a mini doll, not a mini fig. I have that. Well, Lady Mama has that because that's
because it's the same as the Sleeping Beauty castle.
Yeah, it is. It's the same kind of like scale.
Yeah, because there's that one, and then where's the other one? Because it's the mini Disney castle, Sleeping Beauty's castle, Ariel's castle, and then because they're all they're labeled mini, and then the Aladdin one.
And the Aladdin one, right?
And then where's the other one? There's the 5th one.
Where's the 5th one?
Let's see, where did it? Not the Encanto. Yeah, because the Encanto was the Friends one. I just had it up. I don't know if the Elsa one, the Arendelle castle. I don't know if that one's a Friends one.
Oh
no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
so if it has a mini doll, it's considered Friends.
No.
It's just how it's labeled.
Yeah, because the Cinderella and the main Disney castle come with mini figs. The Ariel comes with a mini doll.
Yeah, because it's all in the legs on how those are presented, and then
Aladdin doesn't come with no figs. They dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, that one would have been a good one with figs.
Yeah,
is that one
right? It doesn't. I had to put a mini doll, Jasmine, in there. But guys, before we go any further, let's say hey to everybody. Let's say good morning.
Let's see.
Shout out to everybody out there.
We
got Hoarder66 said, hey peeps, hope everyone's having a great day. We are. I saw Will yesterday. Fun fact, I ran into Hoarder66 at the Lego store yesterday.
Cool.
I picked up the Bunchu. So
Rick
gave me the other Bunchu, and this is the Gamer Bunchu. So I thought that was a great build around Easter with the bunnies. Bunny. Chef T, what's up, Chef T?
Yo.
Hello.
What up? Morning.
My bricks and me. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that laugh this morning. Good morning. Good to see y'all. Good to see you. Hey, Chris. I saw Chris yesterday at the Lego store as well. She says, hi, guys. My bricks and me set is Lego Longoria homeless this week. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Not yet.
Thriller Brick said, good morning. Good morning, Thriller. Mayo said, relevancy is currency. Then we are rich. We are super rich over here, Mayo. Now, am I saying this right? Britasha said, my show is back on. That's right. We're back.
Right, here we go.
My bricks and me said, haha, well, that's a good thing. Mayo said, almost at 200 subscribers. Yay!
Hey.
Rick Hyde said, good morning. Good morning.
What up, Hive?
Hey.
Oh my gosh, we are missing Good Morning Brick World, but hopefully
I am too.
Hopefully soon. We'll be back. Mail said in Australia. Oh, Southern Brick Guy said, good morning. Good morning,
Good
Trevor.
morning, man.
Mail said in Australia, we call spring break October. Really?
Oh,
Tell us more. Tell us more about that, Mail. Why is it called October? Since it's in April.
Maybe
Chef,
that's when their spring break is.
Chef T said, good morning, Brick Hive. Really? Then that's like a fall break.
right.
Yeah.
Hive said, good morning, Chef T. Mail said, I'm gaming while listening. What game you playing? My Bricks and Me is laughing. Britasha said, let me know if I'm saying your name correctly. Ariel has a castle. Ariel does have a castle. I thought it was a shell. Okay. So Ariel does have the shell that is her home, but she
Right.
also has the
King
you know what?
Trident.
And that was the Ariel. That was help me. That was Haley Bailey. Haley, am I saying it right? Haley Bailey?
Yeah,
So
that was her version of it. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was her castle. And then there's the other castle as well. So Ariel has a couple versions.
Friends itself has another castle, but it's different. It looks really like Friends type style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
That
got
one
a
comes
lot.
with the minifig and the boat.
But Mamba is also the castle police. I don't know if you were able to hear him talk about Belle. And the first question he brought up was he doesn't know why it's called Belle's Castle when she just moved in. He was like, she was a live-in. So he doesn't know why it's called her castle. He's the castle police over here.
I mean, it's basically about the beast and his transition back into the world, and they just made it about her selfishly. Just saying.
So,
But didn't she save him?
Yeah, did she really? Like
I mean, the petals
Yeah.
stopped falling.
he let her in. He opened up to her, so it was more.
Didn't he kidnap
He
her?
saved her.
Yeah. What is that? What is that when you fall in love with your kidnapper? What is that? Stockholm syndrome?
Stockholm,
It's
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So is that a whole
Right.
story about this Stockholm syndrome then?
Because remember, she was on the run from her stalker, Gaston, and
Right.
she went to the beast, and the beast saved her. So
this is the main reason why adults should not play with kids' toys. This right here. This right here. It's too deep. So, okay. So Mamba is the castle police. So if it's a shell, a castle, if she belongs in there or not, he will let you know because it was really King Triton's castle and not Ariel. So
just saying, my house. You don't like it, you could go up there. You could go up there.
and then it was a living as well because remember he already had his castle. He was already a prince.
Mm-hmm.
And same with Cinderella. Nobody came with their own. Now that I think about it, what do you have to say about that? Nobody came with their own castle.
No white either. Nobody.
Well, did it technically Princess Jasmine kind of come with her own?
Right.
She came with her own. Okay.
Right. She had it.
Do better, Disney. Do better. All these chicks moved in. All right,
Elsa.
What are we teaching?
Yeah, do better, Disney. Mela said, I'm telling that crazy cat story to my grandchildren. Let me tell you, it broke I was just like, oh, well, it can be fixed. So now I have to figure out how to drywall. I'm too embarrassed to bring the contractors back. I mean, it's too embarrassing. And if I would look at my work, be like, did you really just do that as an adult, as like a sane? I took that hammer. It was like 3:00 in the morning. Most said, I hear him in the wall. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all.
Wow.
Exactly. So he wasn't in the wall. So Britasha said, watching you guys on my phone while getting in my morning workouts. Facts.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. That I applaud you. I am eating Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, she said, I'm saying her name right also. She said, Mamba said justice for the beast. Mamba.
Just saying.
I don't know what to say about Mamba. Mayo said, yeah, there's this thing called the Southern Hemisphere. Oh. He started with there's this thing called the Southern Hemisphere. Tell us more, Mayo. Where the sun shines when your clouds rain snow. I'm playing Forge of the Empires. Mayo told me, y'all. There's this thing. Now I know. And knowing is half the battle. All right, guys. So today's show is a little different. It's a random Sunday show. We do random things. We love it. So we have gotten different questions for each other for the entire panel.
Right.
G.I. Joe. Male said G.I. Joe. So, guys, I don't know who wants to go first. Who wants to moderate the questions? Anything happened in Lego this week? I don't really think anything big. Am I missing anything big that has happened?
No,
No.
it's been kind of quiet now.
Yeah, just some announcements, but I mean, everybody expected that with the new releases coming.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
And happy Palm Sunday, everybody. We will not be live on Easter, just to allow our panel and our co-hosts to spend time with our families. So
Right. That just so happens to fall on 420. Just saying.
yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird Easter, y'all. It's 420.
Yeah.
Don't go to church high. Don't mix
I think
that
somebody just said, "The hell you got this one."
Yeah, don't mix that up.
I'm just saying.
Happy 420. Happy Easter.
420, right?
Right.
Real quick, unload.
Has that happened before? I don't think.
420 on Easter. Yeah, it's happened.
Andrew's like, yeah, I was there.
No, I think I remember recently, like it being on 420 also.
And the way Andrew said, yeah, it's happened. It will be.
I look forward to Easter because I'm Catholic, so I gave up a lot of stuff for Lent. That I got 7 days right now until I can eat again. So I'm counting those days down till Easter. I don't care what day it falls on.
Countdown.
Holding in strong.
Chef C said it would be a green Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be some special eggs.
And Mayo said, first time in my life, Easter is 420. That's what I'm thinking. Mayo, we're around the same age. You're about 23.
I can't think that it should have been like that before. No?
Sounds like we'll all be the most high. I can't. Britasha said on April 420. Sounds like we'll all be the most high. I can't.
I'm just saying.
I cannot, guys. All right. So the announcements out of the way, I guess we can hop right into today's topic. So who wants to go first with the first question? Y'all, I didn't write my questions down, so I'm just
Let's
coming
do
up.
it. All right. Let's open up another segment on our random Sunday show, and this is going to be random questions. How about that? First question I have for everybody, and this is kind of a general, but I'm going to gear it towards us here, and then everybody's more than welcome to answer. What is the one theme you would be okay without?
Oh, can I go first?
Wow.
And you can go ahead. Floor is open.
Star Wars. Goodbye.
Wow.
That was easy.
Wow. Wait, and then I got Yoda right here too. Just,
Right?
Just
well, I'm opposite my wall, but come on, they're gonna hear you.
The little green guy who looks like Alf is cute. He can stay, but
is that the little green guy?
Grogu?
There are two little green guys. It's like his daddy, and then there's baby.
No,
His daddy. I don't think they're
hurt. A little bit hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What about you, Legoland girl? How you looking? What's the theme you can be without?
Oh, that's a good one. Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
That's just a dig at Lene. But out of all of them, I mean, come on. That's you know, I get where you were saying Star Wars. I think it's a little overrated now. I think there's too much. I think they flooded it with Star Wars, and they keep making the same sets over and over again. So there's nothing really new or anything that's exciting about it, and they flood it with a lot of Star Wars. But yeah, I can see Star Wars being a little overrated. But I think, you know, Animal Crossing. I just don't see it. I just don't see it, you know, off the shelves that much. You know, and doing
right.
Good. But you know, for each their own. For each their own, you know.
Okay. What about you, Quarter Brick?
Andrew, I thought you were AFOL.
Ninjago.
Ninjago.
Good answer. Good answer.
Elaborate.
Because it's just like, why? What's the point? It's so many. It's because Ninjago's supposed to be geared towards kids, but they're $300 sets.
Yeah.
I
And
get
they
it.
just keep putting them out.
Giant
Almost,
mechs
I
and
think they're
all
trying
that.
to, yeah, like giant sets for why?
It's all geared towards kids, I think. Some rich kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of their minfigs are kind of top right now, like price wise, like some of the ones
Yeah.
in the set. So that makes it
And
even worse for if that's true that they're. I see. I don't get into Ninjago just because I don't want to have to bring on another theme. I like their stuff, but if they were gearing it towards kids, you're right. Like having that price point way high like that in those big sets, that's not that's not really smart, I guess. But
the
it
sets, they come
sells,
with a
so
lot of stickers. So it's like they'll come with like booklets. That and what is it? The monkey. I think they're retiring the monkey. Yeah.
Yeah, monkey
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Both of those.
One
Yeah.
of the same. Yeah. I like the pigs from the monkey kid. No, they're cute.
Yes. That's
The pigs are really cute. But yeah, outside of that. And chat, feel free. Shout out, answer the questions with us as we go along.
Minecraft.
Absolutely.
And Mayo doesn't want Minecraft. Mayo's like, he's done with Minecraft.
Yep.
And he stands corrected. Easter was 420 on 2003 and 2014. So
there you go. I knew there was a couple of them.
I probably wasn't born then, so I'm probably missed those.
Yeah, Minecraft doesn't really give a lot to the imagination. It's really blocky. Yeah. It's really kind of, yeah, I get it. For me, mine's just friends. I mean, not so much the sets, but the mini dolls. I think I can do without those.
Yeah.
Like,
I like a lot of their sets. They've really stepped it up, especially
if it came with mini dolls.
They're better than a lot of the city sets. They've taken over that. Like, there's a lot of sets that I see out in the store that I'm like, man, I'd get that and put it in my city. But you're right. The dolls is what turns me off from that. Like, if they just made regular minfigs, I probably have a whole bunch of it in my city. You know what I'm saying?
When I had the city, I had to explain to people because I had some friends sets that just made sense, like some restaurants and some stuff that
right
schools and stuff. They were cool. So when the mini dolls came, I had a little spot called the Creation Station, and people would see them. They were like, "What are these? Are these Lego?" I'm like, "Yeah, our city is inclusive. It's all inclusive. So we put everybody in the city." I had to put a spin on it because it just didn't really make sense. Those and those are there, and so
right.
But if sets like Wicked, if they would have had minifigs, I think that set would have been way better than the mini dolls.
That turned me off from that set. When I first saw the set, I was like, "Oh, that's a cool set." Like, but then you see the mini dolls, and you're like, like I don't want to deal with that.
It would have been way better with minifigs, but then maybe it'll happen soon.
Then Kanto House has the minifig one too.
Right.
Yeah.
What did it make sense when they came out with the Mickey, the 100-year celebration? They had Bruno in the set, and he was a minifig, but the rest of them are mini dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. All right. Next
All right.
question.
Next question.
All right. I'll go. What is everybody's white unicorn?
Ooh.
And have you gotten it already? I guess that's a double part question.
Mine is the diner. And I remember I was just getting into Lego building as an adult, like having my own sets. And I didn't get it. And I didn't understand retirement with Lego. Like,
right.
And I didn't grab it. And that is, that's a regret.
Mine would be the assembly square.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Because as I started seeing people build it, I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Great. The set's retired like last month.
yeah.
And I'm not going to pay. It's like the price was already a big price tag, but now retired $500. No, thank you.
Yeah, that's too much.
For me, it was Titanic. And when I finally got Titanic, I'm like, this is it? Nah. So I just kept on going. But I guess it was the thrill of chasing that set. Because I told myself when I started buying big scale, because it was always Lego around. And I'm like, this is the set. I'm going to save up. I'm going to buy this set. And I bought the set. And I'm like, damn. It just didn't hit me the way,
You thought it was? Yeah.
Yes. So now the next set that I wanted was the Black Pearl, but then they're gonna re-release that. So I'm like, you know,
Well,
it's not
yeah.
really a white whale set anymore. Like for Star
Mhm.
Wars, since I got into Star, I was really Marvel DC. I got into Star Wars late, and they started releasing a lot of these sets that I didn't have. So I have some vintage that I've been finding here and there, but like the Django Slave One is about to come out. I didn't get that when it first came out, so now I get the chance to get it now. But the
Mhm.
Boba Fett Slave One, that is $600, and I'm just not paying that.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
So mine was the Simpson house,
nice.
and I finally got that one by total accident. Like I didn't even. I mean, I was looking for it, but I was never going to spend what everybody was selling it for, which is north of $500. And then I had a buddy reach out to me, and I thought he was asking me like he had his sister-in-law had it like in a box sealed and everything, but I thought he was asking me like, hey, how much did she sell this for? And I was kind of not, I wasn't lowballing him, but I was like, well, I mean, she could probably get this, but you know, most people are going to pay this, and they're not going to pay over that. And I was just kind of conversating with him on that, going back and forth on text, and he was like, oh, okay, well, you want me to ask her if that, if that's what she wants to sell it for? And I'm like, are you talking to me? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, dang, okay. So like for 2 days, I thought he was just like asking me information, like, hey, how much should she get rid of this for? How much should she sell it for? And all that. I didn't think he was asking me if I wanted it. And then I realized what he was saying, and I was like, oh yeah. So I'm glad I kind of, put the low aspect on it, as opposed to being like, oh, she could get 600 for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
you would have said $50, y'all.
yeah, yeah. So I think I paid $4 for it and then $25 to ship it. So
It's not bad.
it was a good price. Now the box was a little messed up, but everything in there was good and sealed and everything. Now I did have to get Lego to replace all the brown pieces because it had all the brittle brown in there. So like as soon as I started building it, all the roof and everything on it started breaking on me, and I'm like, oh dang it. And I didn't think Lego was gonna honor that, because I didn't get it from them. I got it from somebody else. But they were like, no, they're cool. So they sent me all the pieces and more, and I built it with all new pieces. So yeah, it came out good. So,
Shout out to the rebuild.
yeah.
And Chef T said Ghostbusters Firehouse, and Christine said Minecraft has to go. I didn't see that earlier. Hey, Cajun.
Oh yeah.
Ghostbusters Firehouse. That's right. Yes,
That was
definitely.
It's a good one. It's a good one. All right, who's next? Whose turn is it to ask questions? Me, Jay?
I'll ask. Let's see. Do your builds ever reflect your mood or personality?
All the time.
Yeah.
I guess that's why Animal Crossing would make sense for Lynette. Yeah, it would make sense.
No,
It's more like a, like a happy kind of.
I feel attacked.
I enjoy building with Lynette.
He sandwiched it with the compliment, y'all.
Yeah.
I think like what I notice with my moods more than anything is the complexity of the builds. Like if I'm in a mood, I'm not gonna say a bad mood, just a mood. If you know, like then I'm gonna build something simple. Like I'm not gonna stress myself out because I'm already in a mood. When I say in a mood, I could be like agitated, not necessarily a bad mood, just not feeling it. I built these Monday, so I would consider this to be something that I would build, like the peeps, the little.
Oh, you had your minifig. That's cute.
Oh yeah, I added my minifig holding a peep. Oh well, I have a peep for the whole.
That I don't have.
Lucky how the peep got the minifig, right? Crazy.
No, I have a minifig.
Hey, let's not bring that back up.
No, I have a peep for the minifig.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's another story. So yeah, I was in Target and these were listed for $2.99. I do not care. The cashier was like, "I'm so sorry, it's $9.99." I'm sorry for whoever's gonna get that write up for placing the whole box there. You don't hold the customer. Yeah, you hold.
Yeah, honor that.
I got so I got it, and it comes with the little peep. So that's how my person has a peep. It's Polly Pocket. A lot of Polly Pocket stuff works with your sig fig, guys, with the minifigs.
Oh,
it's around here somewhere, but it's the little fella, the cat. He took out all my pops up here. This was all full.
Oh.
He took out the pops. The little guy's been busy.
Mm.
The little man.
Has he eaten yet? Has he eaten yet?
Oh yeah, he comes out to eat all the time. He comes out for treats and to eat. But see, it's
So
a little
when
tiny
he comes down to eat, why you just don't lock it up? You know?
Or put the food in like a trap?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, like
lock
put him
up
in
that
a-
space.
He's
in a
not
crate
going in
or
another
something.
trap again. And Mo is like taking her sweet time. I keep telling Mo, you got to be fast. Mo is just like chill with it. Mo's like, I'll get there. I'm like, you have to move. So my kid is just like, I mean, she thinks he's one of the four. He's not. It's like he's afraid of you. So anyway, yeah, we haven't got it yet. But that's my answer. I don't build complex things when I'm like this. This was a late night build. I started building this like at 1 o'clock. So this is a mood build. So, but great question.
Okay, you're up, Nene.
Nobody else is gonna answer.
Wow.
Oh, I was waiting for Mama to go. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
okay. I mean,
I think it does. I think it does. Like, of course, like if I'm stressed out at work, like I'll definitely come home and want to build. And if I don't get to build in a night for whatever reason, just, family stuff and kind of get the kids to bed. And then by the time we do all that, it's 10 o'clock. I'm like, I almost feel like not defeated, but almost like, dang, I didn't even get a build in. I didn't even get to do something, because I've been wanting to finish that loop roller coaster just so that I can start on my mock again. But I've been pushing that mock off for Chicago for the last month. I don't know why, but I did. And now that I finished the loop roller coaster, now I can start on that mock and start building that up again. But yeah, it definitely bums me out if I don't get to build something, especially if I'm stressed out at work or if I'm just got a lot on my mind. Like I just want to get away, and just build and, not think about anything, not think about life and responsibilities, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Every day for me.
I agree. I second that. I'm the same way. Like I'm pre-gaming at work. Like I'm like, I know there's no karate or no sports or nothing today. Today's an at-home day. I'm gonna just go home and build. And if something shifts that even a little bit, I'm this way. I'm already. That's it. My focus is gone.
Right.
I already planned on building, and I'm starting because I got some advice from a couple of people out there in the community, just to build a set and then look at how I can improve the set myself, because I want to start mock building.
Cool.
Not that I have the space, but I definitely have the sets to do it. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to give it a go, because a new thing I want to start is getting a bunch of white bricks and then draw, because I draw, I teach art. I want to create a set, like a small wall, maybe 8x11, draw something on it, take it apart, send it to people and have them build it like a puzzle with Lego or something. I don't know, something fun. Maybe they want to do it on a date night or something. They could buy a little piece and something that has to do with art and Lego together. But definitely I want to work on mock building. And they told me to start with sets that I have and build it and then add on to it. So maybe
that helps out a lot, dude. Like especially if you already have like a base of something to kind of build off of. When I started doing it, that's kind of how I started. I would improve on I'd take a set and be like, oh, I could change that out. I could do that out. That makes it better. That makes it look better. Move this around. Especially when I'm placing it in the city, sometimes it wouldn't fit in my city the way it was built. And so then I'd have to change it just to make it fit better in the city. So that starts making your wheels turn and start thinking like, oh, I can do this. I can take this out, move this in, put this out, change the color on this. It makes it look better, and all that kind of stuff. And then it just gets your creative wheels turning and you start thinking about, oh, I can build this out, or I can try to do this, and then the more you do, I think the better you get at it, The first
Right.
mock I did was a volcano. Horrible. I mean, I built it 4 times, and even then, I still wasn't happy with it. And then I tore it apart to build my new mock for Atlanta. And I could tell the difference in the way I was building stuff and the way I was putting things together and planning things out and stuff like that. So yeah, it definitely helped out a lot.
Look at you, a pro. Okay. All right, Jay.
Mine definitely is my mood. So like if I'm having a hard day at work, I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to do anything. I just want to chill. But if I'm like in a good mood and everything, I'm spending the whole day building at least 2-3 sets.
That makes sense.
With that, yeah. Just kind of give a little bit of a release and just keep going.
Yeah.
All right, it's my turn, guys.
Yeah.
So I know my answer to this. We all love Lego. We love our sets. We all have our white whales. What's one set you got that you were like, I wish I would have passed? Like, for me, it's the bugle. I was so pressed. I was in line for that bugle. Let me tell y'all, I just had to have that bugle. And it sat in the box until Brick and Easter was like, let's build it, you know. And then I started building it. And in the middle of building it, I have lost the majority of the piece. I think I'm at bag like 11 or 12. And that's when the great flood happened. And now stuff is everywhere. So I'm like, I wish I would have either finished it or just not have.
You can send it to us. We'll finish it for you in the night. How about that? Because I joined Lene in that build. That's how me and Brick and Nista became friends. I took over her spot and we built it in like 2 sessions or whatever. And it was a fun build. In the defense of the bugle, I think that build in particular just wasn't for you. I don't think it's because it's a bit repetitive, but let's just say maybe that one wasn't for you.
It's like Star Wars. I don't do all all that gray stuff. It's so boring. Like, I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. And I have to do something. But I have to finish it. But yeah, that's a regret.
You got to finish it this year.
Right.
Let's see. No promises.
Right.
No promises. All right. Who's next?
I don't really have any sets that I've regretted that I've bought. Now, the sets that I kind of regret are ones that have been gifted, like this little mini blocks.
Okay, but that's not Lego. That doesn't even count.
Yeah, so it's like because what I'll do is I don't really buy things on release day. With that, I've only probably bought like 3 sets on release day, just because I like to see what it's like before. So I don't run into the whole, oh, that's a horrible set. But I don't like sets with gray pieces. So like the Star Wars set, it's sitting in a box because I had my experience with the Nintendo. Those gray pieces are annoying.
And the bugle.
And hard. It's like which color, especially in the books, they don't have the accurate type of grayscale.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Am I
No
colorblind? Like what's going on? So
Yeah.
I'll have like a head, like the mechanic headlight, just trying to figure out which shade it goes where. So I try to avoid gray pieces and buying sets on release day to avoid running into that.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
I don't really have a set that I regret buying other than it was annoying to put together, and that was both of the roller coasters. The little black pieces that you had to put together to make the chain, and the original roller coaster I have, it's busted on me at least twice, and then to have to try to weave that back together, put it back together, and make it work is very frustrating. I've walked away from that thing like multiple times trying to build those little black chains and just been like, I'm done. I got to walk away because I'm just going to tear this whole damn thing apart. So it's not that I regret, because I like both of the sets. but it's just that those chains. I wish they could do something better with that. Like give us a string or something, or one
Right.
that's already put together that we don't have to put those little stupid black pieces together. That is anything. I mean, I have big hands, so anything small pieces in a set that I have to like put on in a small spot annoy the poop out of me. Like, so it's more of an annoyance than I regret buying it, because I don't regret buying it. I like both of them, but just that, and I didn't, when I was putting the new Loop roller coaster together, I was thinking, well, maybe they've changed it, and of course they didn't. And so
No.
when I saw that I had to put 225 of those damn things together, I was like, Jesus Christ, it's gonna take forever. So, and then to count them out, like, like to make sure you put 225 of them. I mean, I had to like, because you got to count them out. So I had to do them in rows of 10. So I would do 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So I could count them and be like, okay, this is 100, this is 200, this is 25 of them. So those are my sets that just annoy me more than anything.
Okay.
The good one. Repetitive builds, yeah.
Yeah, repetitive builds, man. That's the same thing. Yeah.
Trees and flowers, those are.
For me,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was the Black Panther set.
Mhm.
And
Bus.
yes, I definitely, not that, yeah, I just could have done without the extra. It just didn't match, like the scale, everything. The helmet probably would have been fine, and I would have added it to the helmet collection. But the bust, it was bulky, and it just didn't make sense. The way they did it, it just, I got it. It was cool, but again, I could have done without the rest of it. Maybe just the hands separate on one scale without the body, and then the helmet like that. I would have put them side by side, maybe like the Wolverine claw or something, but it just didn't make any sense.
Gotcha. Cool. All right.
Are you gonna get the Iron Man bust?
I don't know, because he looks sad.
Yes.
Like you see his face express. Like they could have did better with them. They could have just repeated what they did with the Iron Man here, and on a smaller scale, and added the bust with the articulation. That's it. But I don't know. They added this extra piece up here, and then it just looks. I don't know. For
It
me,
looks small too.
yeah,
Does
6.5
look
inches. That bad boy. And I don't know. And I have a whole Iron Man shelf up there. I just don't know.
That's who Cheese is named after. So those who don't know, we have 4 cats, 5 now, but they're Marvel cats. So we have Spidey, we have Storm, aka Buggy, then we have Spider Bite, and we have Stark, aka Cheese. And he got the name Cheese because when he came, he had like some ear thing going on from his rescue, and he smelled like cheese. He just smelled like old cheese. I started calling him Cheese. But yeah, that's and the new one is Sam. So the new one's Captain America. So he's Sam
Nice.
Wilson. He's new. So we call him Sammy.
I would have figured you would have named him Dr. Doom.
Should have. Doctor Strange or something.
or Thanos.
Facts. I don't know what's going on with that HVAC, y'all. I am so afraid that just this whiff of something is going to come up through the house. Wild animal in the house. But okay, back to Lego. Sorry, guys. Crazy cat lady talking about her cats.
Crazy cat lady.
Crazy cat lady. All right, next question. Who's coming with the fire?
Okay. We kind of touched base on this a little bit, but I guess I'll ask it anyway. What is the one set that got away? What is the one set that not regretted, but you wished and it retired and now it's just out of your reach?
The diner.
Yeah. Mine is the Quickie Mart from The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, both of those, I would rather have the house, right, than the Quickie Mart. But now that I've got the house, like now I want the Quickie Mart, especially since the Krusty Burger is going to be coming out.
Krusty Burger's about to come out,
and so I'm like, man. But I just like, again, unless I'm just lucky and find it for what I consider cheaper, I'm not paying north of $5 for that either. And that everywhere I look, that's what it is, So.
Yeah.
That's going to have to wait.
The one that got away with me, like literally and figuratively, is one of the largest set that I built when I was a kid. It was like before Indiana Jones, it was like Johnny something. I think it was like Johnny Thunder. So it's like that set's from like the 90s. It was like, I don't know where the box is, if we still have the box with that Lego set, but it's basically like an Indiana Jones before Lego was able to get the copyrights for that. So that one's like the one that got away.
What about you, Mamba?
I don't know. I grew up poor, so everything got away.
Right.
That's why I try now to spoil you myself, because I don't have any bad habits, so I don't go out, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't have. So my only vice is, if that's even a vice, like I buy Lego, that's it. I'm not a sneakerhead. I dress. I mean, I guess, I keep myself well dressed, but this is the only thing I spend money on is Lego. Other than that,
and Mother's Day.
I'm safe. Oh, well, I mean, second, like.
Yes, Mayo, it's confirmed. I am a crazy cat lady. Morning, fall equinox. And Mayo said Johnny Thunder, Lego Adventures.
Okay, yep, that's it. Yep, that's the one.
All right, next question.
Well, you know what? Since that one we definitely touched base on, I have one, but now that I'm reading it, it's geared more towards Lene. The question is, have you ever started a new build while in the middle of a build?
We answered that. Oh, we answered that week before last. Yes. I have several builds going on now that, it's chaos. It's complete.
Several builds.
I can't do that.
I can't do that. I have to finish whatever I've started before I move on to the next thing.
I'm going to get better, but yes, total chaos. And I was going to crack this open, so yeah.
And you're going to open another one.
Yeah.
No.
I'm only like that with TV shows. With builds, no, I got to finish it.
And those are small builds too. No.
Tune in Monday if you want to grab these peeps and build them with us on live. Mom and Mo Monday. They're $4 right now at Walmart. So
I have to go and get those today.
I'm gonna go to Walmart. I had some extra sets that came across my table. And I took them back. So May, I'm taking that gift card to Walmart and
getting the Lego flowers.
You don't want to.
I mean, I have an arrangement here. Like the money that goes for different things is already set aside for different things. So
somebody's gonna be.
I buy myself Father's Day gifts as well. You can only imagine what I buy. So.
Oh, I buy everything for Christmas. I just tell Leslie, like, hey, this is what I'm getting, because she doesn't know where to buy it, how to buy it, and what I want. And so I'm just like, these are the sets I'm getting. You can divvy them up, one from one girl, one from the other, and one from you. I don't care which one. This year I even wrapped them. I wrapped my own gifts. I wrapped all my own gifts and put to dad from so and so, to dad from so, to dad. And then I was like, these are the sets. You tell the girls which ones you want to give me.
Absolutely, that works.
I got everything I wanted.
Oh my gosh, you shouldn't have.
Right.
Yeah. And then I asked the prize. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Yep. Exactly what I wanted. It was on my wish list. I did the same thing for my birthday. I bought the Lion's Castle. I was like, this is what I'm buying. She's like, all right, cool. And so that was it.
Did you wrap this one?
Yeah. I wrapped that one too.
He's thorough, y'all. He's
absolutely.
He is thorough.
There's no miscommunication. Everyone's happy. Everyone got what they wanted.
Miscommunication.
The girls aren't going to go out there and buy it. Like I do the same thing I just tell them like, hey, I bought this for mom. This is from you. I bought this for mom. This is for you. I mean, I'm buying all the gifts anyway. Might as well just do it. Do it right.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a quick question, guys. So I'll admit it. What set have you bought more than once? Like what set? For me, it's the bonsai. I bought the bonsai tree and built it 7 times. Right. I have 7 bonsai trees.
All different, obviously.
Some you can change the leaves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I changed them. 2 or 3 I built the same. Then one I put blue leaves on. One I did something different with, and I think 3 I've used for mocks. But
Nice.
I've built them and kind of put them in mocks. So yeah, I have
I'm
built
trying to
that.
think of which one.
See, I just bought the cute bunny. I bought 2 sets, one so I can do a mock, and another one because I like the otter with that one. So I'm like, I don't want to have to take it apart and put it together. So that one, the 3-in-1s are the ones that I buy multiples of.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I have a couple of 3-in-1s that are like that. Like what was it? That unicorn.
Yeah, I have that one too.
But I got those gifted to me. I bought one for the girls, and then somebody gave this Christmas 2 of them to the girls, so now I have 3 of them. But I've never really bought, other than like your gift with purchases, where you might get, if you bought enough stuff, you get a couple or different. But I've never like bought, like gone out and actually bought 2 sets that were the same.
Right.
I've thought about it because there's a lot of sets that I've bought for Leslie that I thought, oh, I like that set too, but then I'm not spending the extra $200 or $100 or whatever.
I normally get all 3 of the creators, like with the bird, with the pink, with the blue bird. I got 3 of those. With the dogs, 3 of those, so I could build all the dogs. The pink bird, 3 of those. I normally get 3 of the creators. So if they're at a good price, like
Yeah.
like 70.
They're only under like 20. Yeah, like between $10-$20. I think maybe one might have been like 40, but it depends. Like the tiger one. I didn't get multiple of the tiger. That was like $50.
I got 1 tiger.
Yeah.
No, I got 2 tigers. Somebody, I let somebody use it for parts. They needed it for parts, and I let them use it, so I had to buy another tiger.
Almost did that with the Batman brickhead.
That's what I did. I bought all 8.
Oh.
Yeah, and I built all 8. But it leaves you with a huge Ziploc bags full of extra parts, so you could really use that to do whatever.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
In my city that I had at work, everything I had there, I have in the vault too. So I guess if that counts, there's 2 of everything there. So
Treat yourself.
yeah, right. Only because I felt it was right.
Okay, who has the next question?
I'll go. What was the most expensive set that y'all own?
The bugle.
Ooh, I buy a lot of big ones. Ooh, because it's retired now. What are we talking about? Retired or current?
Whatever, don't matter. Like just anything that you own. I mean, not like when you
That we
bought it. It was the
purchased or
most
that we
expensive.
own?
Yeah, that you purchased. Yeah.
Well, because I have the Millennium Falcon, the UCS Millennium Falcon, but it was gifted to me from Lego. So
Sweet.
Oh, that's
Yeah, heck yeah.
other than that, I guess that I bought Titanic.
Yeah, that you bought.
Maybe. Titanic is Bardo and Rivendell. They're sort of similar in price, but I think Titanic. The Titanic was $629 or something like that when I bought it. Yeah, I saved up a lot for that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Gift cards, everything. Yep.
Yeah, I would too, man.
I waited, and it was in the making. I'm talking $10 here, $10 here. I'm just until I even took out some of the stuff that I had double and triple in the city and was like, all right, I took that, traded that in, and I just couldn't see myself swiping $600 or something on
right.
my card. Yeah.
That's deep.
That was me with the T-Rex set and the Home Alone set.
When I bought Rivendell, I had a $200 gift card, and I swiped the rest. Lucky for me, that same day somebody was buying Titanic, and when the cashier asked them if they had a VIP account, he was like, "Nah." He's like, "Won't?" He said, "Nah." He's like, "Yo, you get a lot of points." The guy said, "Give them to him." So I got my Rivendell points and I got the Titanic points. I got all
Nice,
those
dude.
together.
Big money.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That is
I think mine would be the haunted house was probably the most expensive set that I've gotten.
Nice.
Because I think that was what, 400, right? Right around
That's a really
400.
cool set too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I bought that one at Legoland before they started giving you credit for it. So I didn't get any credit for that, which sucked. Now
Well,
they
you can
give you
still get
points.
credit if you have the
Yeah,
booklet, you can scan it. I mean, it's a fraction of, but
right. Yeah, but
Those
like,
20 points.
yeah.
Oh no.
So
I'm gonna scan the books. I'm gonna go to my storage and I'm gonna go to the Lego vault. I have 2 big bins of books. I'm gonna start scanning because I'm something shy of 9,000 points to get another 100 off. I know if I spend a whole day scanning, I probably get close to that.
you'll get a lot of them
oh
because
yeah,
that's what I did when we first started being able to scan. I went through and got all because I kept all my books, and I went back and scanned them all. You can even scan the road plates if you have road plates.
Look at
Oh.
Those
that.
work too. They give you 20 points for those too. I
Yeah,
had
I'm scanning everything.
and like people were like, "Why are you saving those?" And I don't know why I saved them, but I'm lucky I did. I had like 10 of them,
Wow. That's
I
cool.
got about 200 points off of that.
That is super cool. All right, guys, we're at the hour mark. So, any pressing question anybody wanted to ask that they haven't had a chance to yet?
Well, I mean, I have a bonus question that I shared. I know Jay saw it. So I guess really quick we could rapid fire. What are your top 5 sets in no particular order? Top 5, just shoot them out there. See what everybody thinks. Everybody agrees.
Ooh, nothing
Start
strong.
with let's go with Drew, and then we'll just go across the board.
Let's see. Simpson House will have to be my first one.
Nice.
Assembly Square was a good set to build. Trying to think of what else I got in my city. The Jazz Club was good. I like that one. The Haunted House, and then I would have to say the Home Alone house. Those are my
Nice.
top 5.
All right, Lene, you up?
I'm gonna say the police station,
Nice.
Mhm.
Good one.
Sesame Street. I modded it, so I made Sesame Street a modular.
Nice.
Sesame Street, the police station. I like the botanical, not the one that was the friend set.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Stitch. I love Stitch and the Minions. I built all the Minions.
Nice.
Well, they only give you 3, but those are mine.
There we go. All right.
Oh, I would say mine is the Pyramid of Giza, Home Alone set. Oof, I don't know the other ones. Definitely the Milky Way, that one.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a cool build.
The T-Rex.
Nice. Still following that series. Shout out to that.
That's somewhere. I don't know where it is now. Who knows? And just overall brickheads. Since I'm starting to get into that, those are really cute. And just especially I like the up one with all the different size brains for all 3 of them. So yeah, that's mine.
That's
There we go. All right. For me, it's Falcon, UCS Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Rivendell, the Eiffel Tower. I like that build. All the detail that went into that. Maybe Bordeaux because of the way it's set up. I just don't like the stain on the black, but Bordeaux. And then brickheads. I'm with Quarter Brick on that. I love brickheads. They out there. Sometimes I buy 2 or 3 of them and I'll display one and leave the other one in the box just to have it. They're really good. They're really cool.
Yeah, the box are cute. The box are cute.
Yeah,
too.
we could trade them. You know, people trade brickheads. Believe it or not, I've seen it. People have reached out. Hey, you got another one, and I'll give you this one. So brickheads.
I have one on the floor here. Sammy, he knocked out Captain America with the pop. Captain America.
Let's see. In the chat, let's see. My Bricks and Me said Apocalypseburg is my top set.
There we go.
Then Quickie Mart, Ninjago City, Ninjago Gardens, and Rivendell.
Great choices.
Those are good.
Shout out to my Bricks and Me.
Mayo said, I've been a kick building habit. I've been a kick building. Hold on. Mayo, I'm reading it wrong. I've been a kick building habitats lately. So I thought about grammars like you pink. Oh, he's talking about Pink Wheels. Oh my gosh. Pink Wheels can build anything.
Oh, yeah, Pink Wheels. Mobs, amazing.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Did I say hey to everybody?
Pink Wheels.
I got Pink Wheels.
Also have a quick update. This is Mamba.
Oh, it's a new
And
one.
nope, this is
No,
the new one. Old
Now,
man
yes.
Mamba. He is here.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
So I'm gonna be sending him out with the gray beard. And this is Mamba 1. And then Mamba 2 has the little 2 on the back. So
That's
it's gonna be like my version of Iron Man suits. It's Mark 1, it's Mark 2. So they out there. Oh, and he has the gray beard. So because the gray is coming out. I can't fight it. So I'm just gonna embrace it. So there he is. I'll be
might as
sending him
well,
out.
dude.
So whoever doesn't have the old Mamba or the new Mamba will probably get both. So they're going out there.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Heck yeah.
So Mayo said I wouldn't build habitats if it wasn't for build competitions on Good Morning Brick World. Oh, Good Morning Brick World has good ones.
There we go.
16 by 16 ones. Make sure.
Mhm.
And Hive gives good gifts with those.
He
Any of the
does.
modulars that retired more than 3 years ago. Okay, so Christine's like her tops are any of the modulars that retired more than 3 years ago. That makes sense.
Nice, yeah.
All right, guys. Any more questions? I have a question, but I don't know if it's quick. But okay, so I'm single.
What happened to Denzel? What happened to Denzel?
Oh, oh, you know that gets complicated. So it's like, would you want a partner who builds, or would you prefer to build yourself? I'll answer first. There was a point in time I was like, oh, it's perfect if I find somebody who builds. Now I don't. It's like, this is mine. Let me have my hobby. Go golf, pick up hunting. I kind of like my own world, my own thing, my solo. I don't want to share this hobby anymore. I'm fighting clutter. It's expensive, and I just don't want to share. It's like, I mean, Mo and I share the hobby, but certainly not as a couple, so that doesn't count. It's mom-daughter type thing, and she has her own, I have my own. But I couldn't imagine sharing the hobby with a romantic partner. It was like, oh no, I couldn't do it. I could that's who cares. We share builds all day. But romantic partner, no. You have grown-up money. Get your grown-up build.
Yeah.
For me, it's a kind of a double-edged sword too, because she's into it, but she's not as into it as I am. But I know what she's into. Like, she likes Harry Potter, so I try to give her all the Harry Potter sets. I don't particularly hate Harry Potter, but it's not like my top themes to do. But I like it in the city, so I'll give her stuff to take to her office, or I'll take stuff for her to build. And we build different ways, so I wouldn't say it's annoying, but it's definitely different. Like, I'm more of a open the bag and just let it all over. She wants to organize everything into pieces and everything like that. So sometimes it works out to where we'll build, but it takes longer because I'm going and she's separating, so it's never, and the stuff that, like, it took us, God, and I don't even think we've finished it yet. The Van Gogh, it took us, we've had that damn thing for over a year and we still haven't finished it yet because we can only build like a bag at a time because of course the girls are around and then we got to do adult stuff. So when I'm by myself building, I can knock out a set, in a week. But if I'm building with her, it's, there's a lot. And then I don't want to build ahead of her. So I don't want to start building. And then she comes back and she's like, oh, you finished it already? So with sets that me and her build, it does take longer. So it's a little annoying, I would say, in that, aspect, but not, I don't care. It's just, we're into two different things Lego wise. So, we never cross paths. She's never building something that I want to build and vice versa,
Yeah. I'm with Lene on that one. I tried once because I was building one set and my partner was building other set. So I was building the bouquet and she was building Encanto, and that was her first set built. No, I was done with like 2 sets still on like bag 4. Like, what do you want some help? No.
We're not going to pick on slow builders. We're not going to do that.
So yeah, no, keep it separate. Have your thing because, like when I say, it gets expensive, and then it's like we gotta have a new space. And even like someone said in the chat, like my bricks and me they said, I think having separate hobbies is better, but a partner that is somewhat interested in and will be excited for you when you show it off and what you've done. That's the aspect that I like about that. So it's like you're not like, oh, I wanted that set, and then you have multiple sets and all these things. So yeah, don't touch my bricks.
For me, it's independent me. You gotta, worlds collide kind of thing. I would like it, yes, but it's my thing. It's my time. This is where I get to, I like the challenge. If it's tough, I like to really face that, and I don't want to force it. If it's not, if it's not her thing, then it's not her thing. And I don't want to be like, well, you got to do it, because then it's gonna make it. It's gonna make it like, oh, nobody wants to build now.
Right.
Forcing that, just if you want to do it, that's what's up. We can do it, because there are some builds where 2 people can build, but it's my thing. We can do other things.
So what I'm gathering that everybody is kind of on the same page with, I don't mind from time to time a build here and there. I don't mind sharing my hobby with you, but like a hobby is how we do it as an AFOL. It's like, no, that's just completely out. But a couple times a year, if the vibe is right, cool, right?
Yeah.
I think we're on the same page. All right, let me read the comments and then we'll wrap it up, guys. We stayed over an hour today. I didn't want to rush it. We always keep it organic. So Mayo said, okay, we got Mayo. Okay, we got Pink was, where did we start? Okay, Jay got my bricks and me. Create with Jada. Belated happy birthday, cutie. Jada said, nope, don't want no one touching my stuff. But my boy, because she cleans them. Okay. Y'all are really confusing me today, but we're going to go with that one. Fall Equinox said the lighthouse, treehouse. Oh, these are the top 5. The lighthouse, the treehouse, medieval blacksmith were great builds.
Oh, that's a good one.
Bricklink observatory, but the build was terrible. Oh, with so many 1x1s and 1x2s.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay, then Jada said, okay, nope, don't. Okay, why did it come up twice? No, doing touching my stuff. Not my mom. Okay, because she cleans it. That was like, huh? That's what I was so confused. Oh, well, see, Mo doesn't want me to touch anything because Mo claims I break everything I touch. So she won't even let me clean her Lego. Pinkwood said, my other half loves building structures and I like details, colors, and storytelling when it comes to mocks. So again, same thing. Yeah. Like same hobby, but different. Like if I had like a mocker, and like if you're coming into this life like I am, we meet at the same level, that's fine. But I don't need you taking on my hobby. Like I have to meet you at that level of building. You have
right.
You can't just come in. Get your own hobby. Jada said, my mom, not my boy. Yeah, I was like, okay. I was like, you got a lot of pronouns going on there. All right. So, what's going on, guys? Any parting words?
I'm about to drive 2 hours back home. That's about it.
Travels to you and the fam. Yeah. Precious cargo. Take care.
Yeah. So pray for us that we don't wring each other's necks and the girls go crazy in the 2 hours.
Y'all, I don't know.
They did their good.
When Andrew said organizing, Leslie likes to organize. The way he said organize, there was pain and frustration. The way organized.
She does. She'll sit there for like 20 minutes organizing the damn thing. I'm like, let's just start building. What are we wasting time for?
Prepare. It's a Zen mode. Well, safe travels to you and the girls.
Thank you.
I think I hear little Brick over there.
Little Brick is up. Yeah.
Hey, little
He's
Brick.
Moving around. He was sleeping for a little while and he just got up. So.
Yeah, it's Sunday. Nice. What you got going on today, this week?
I'm gonna jump into another build. I think I'm gonna build the Shire. I'm gonna wait until Older Brick finds the rest of her T-Rex, and then I'll start mine. And Hopefully, I see this. I gotta see how she did it and then put mine together.
I built
And I
mine
gotta
already.
convince Lady Mamba where I'm gonna put that thing. So
Yeah, it's yeah. You got to make space for that one.
yeah,
That's a beauty, though. That's a beauty.
Yeah, Lene would know.
Yeah. Mine, I didn't have room, so mine is in an art gallery. But that's what mine is.
But
Speaking of which, I forgot I do have a build still there. I'm like, I hope they didn't like toss it or say, "Oh, you didn't come get it." So I'm gonna reach out to them.
yeah,
Unless I don't think the Art of the Brick needs any more brick. Give me
No,
my
they don't.
right,
And they broke it down for pieces. They probably did.
What are
right.
you gonna do with that? A question mark? I mean, what do you build with?
He was like, "We just got some
Hey.
extra pieces."
you see that?
Oh,
It,
the shield
it
door.
is. It is secure. It's secure. Somebody said the shield on the top of the door is dangerous. It is, but it's secure. I made sure. I try to use all the spaces that I can in the room. Yeah,
Nice.
but it's
Mail
up
said,
there.
F1 is third. I'm sorry, my bricks and me said hit
Yeah.
the like button on the way
Yes,
out.
yes.
Great
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, yes.
And Jada
Yeah,
said,
I'm.
"You're not compliant."
I'm staying inside because the Grand Prix is about 3 miles away from me. Well, 2 miles away from me, so I'm not dealing with any of that.
Okay, feel
Yeah.
you.
I'm
Gotcha.
just gonna hear him zooming around and watching on TV.
Cool. For me, it's Mom and Mo. Tomorrow, I'm going to be building this, just kind of building stuff and working on home projects, trying to figure out what to do with this wild animal.
Mr. HVAC.
I'm so worried because I Googled it. So, and anybody who knows HVACs in the chat, let me know. So I Googled it. What happens when I don't know how he's getting in there, number one. But because I thought he was going to jump in the hot water heater. I mean, I see so many dangers in there. He's just all over the place. But someone said if they get to the coils, you're in trouble. Now, I know the motherboard is before the coils.
Mhm.
So we've had no heat, worried about him. We've been leaving the heat off. But it's like, is it possible for this little fool to get to the coils and
Possibly.
just roast himself?
Maybe, yeah.
They
they squeeze into little things with.
yeah, and they feel on vibration, and that's how it attracts them. Anything humming or hissing, any noise, it kind of attracts them.
All right,
And
well, there you have
he's
it.
probably looking for a warm little spot to snuggle up. Again, he's getting used to his environment, so he just needs some time. But I would definitely try to block off anything up there because he's gonna get bigger.
Yep.
If he's
Yeah,
not already.
about 7 months now. Yeah. Okay.
So you don't want to get stuck up there.
Well, that's what I'll be doing, guys. Trying to block it off. Hold on. The Grand Prix is okay.
No, there's two. There's two going on. There's Formula One in Bahrain, and then there's another one out here in California in Long Beach. There's two going on at the same time. Yeah.
Jada said, I'm like that in these Manhattan apartments. Everything shakes easily. My bricks and me said, ask Hive. Oh, I've already reached out to Hive. I sent Hive. He couldn't believe I had put holes in the wall. Mo said, the walls.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't even get on the show. I was like, I have an emergency. I'm tearing up the house. But I will circle back and ask Hive, what should we do? I wish Hive were closer. Okay, Pink Will said, loved F1, but the way they handled Christian Horner's sexual harassment scandal was like something out of the 80s. Now I stick to watching IMSA racing. Okay. Mail said, is NASCAR or IndyCar or something in Cali this week? And
it's something with Acura. It's the Acura Grand Prix. It comes out here. It's every year around this time. So it's like this is the 50th year. So they call it, it's the Acura Grand Prix.
Cool. All right, guys. So I think that's it for us. About to sign off. Who wants to sign us off today? Thank you for being here. Before I do that, I'm sorry. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your Sunday with us. You could have been absolutely anywhere else, but thanks for hanging with us. You make the lives, like we could sit and talk to each other, but it wouldn't be as much fun, especially without, the homeless joke about Andrew. Homelessness is not funny, but Andrew was priceless. So feeling the vibe, guys. So who wants to sign us off?
All right, okay. Thank you, everybody,
Yeah,
for
Mom.
joining us. As always, you got shout out to Lego Longoria, the Quarter Brick, and the hostess with the mostest, the Brick Babe, aka Lene, all day. We're gonna leave you with these words of wisdom. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. So if you want to create, create. Be you, be original, keep building. I am
Yep.
the Brick Mamba. We will see you on the 27th because we're not going to be here next week. Enjoy the
Yeah.
time off with your families.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, everybody. And we will see you guys on the 27th.
Yeah.
Like always, like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe, hit the like button. Share with your friends. More funny content coming soon.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Bye,
See you guys.
Bye,
All right.
Bye, Jayla. Bye, guys. Bye, panel. Guys.